Hello everybody and welcome back to another video tutorial. In this video tutorial I'll show you how to create and sew a self-lined patch pocket with a flap. This tutorial can be used to create and sew a patch pocket without a flap also. This tutorial is for a pocket size that is 6 inches long and 6 inches wide. To start, I will need to create a pattern for the 3 main pieces that will form the patch pocket: the pocket bag, the pocket facing or lining, and the pocket flap. The dimension for the pocket bag is a square that is 8 inches long and 7 inches wide. The pocket facing or lining is 6 inches long and 7 inches wide. The dimension for the flap is a rectangle that is 3 inches long and 7 inches wide. Because I want my flap to be angled in the middle, I marked the midpoint of the flap and trimmed off ½ inch of the length on both sides of the rectangle. Next, cut out 1 pocket lining, 1 pocket bag, 2 pocket flaps, and 1 main body piece. My main body piece is the purple fabric. You will need a fusible interfacing for the pocket lining and flap. Next, hold the 2 pieces of flap together and fold, then notch at the bottom and top at the midpoint. These 2 notches will serve as a guideline to aligning the 2 pieces together when sewing. On the wrong side of the pocket, measure 1.5 inches down from the top edge of the pocket and draw a line across. Then fold the pocket along the line. Place the pocket and lining piece right side to right side and sew a ½ inch stitch with an opening of about 1 inch to 1.5 inch along the seam. That opening will be used in turning the pocket inside out. Now the 2 pieces of the pocket is sewn together and there is the opening that will be used to turn it inside out. Next, press open to flatten out the seam. Then fold the fabric at the joint and press. Then open up the fabric to press the seam towards the direction of the lining. Next, fold the fabric right side to right side along the line that you drew earlier, meaning that the wrong side will be facing you. Then sew a ½ inch stitch along the edge of the pocket like so from one end to the other. Next, trim down the 3 sides of the pocket edge to about 1/4 inch. Then snip both bottom corners of the pocket. Then turn the pocket inside out through the opening that you created earlier. The turning can be a bit difficult, but be patient until you have your pocket completely turned inside out. Use a blunt pointed object to shape out the corners of the pocket. I used a sharp object and I almost pierced a hole in my pocket. Next, iron out your pocket. Next, sew the flap along the 3 corners, leaving the top edge open. Since I didn't have a fusible interface, I used this white fabric as my interface. Trim the flap edges to about 1/4 inch. Snip the 2 bottom corners of the flap. Turn the flap and use a blunt edge to turn the corners. Give the flap a good press. Fold in about 1/4 inch all around the open edge of the flap. With a needle and thread, close the opening in the pocket. Next, draw a line on your main fabric with a tailor's chalk. Then draw a line that is 1/4 inch from the top edge of the flap and then align the 1/4 inch line on the flap with the one on the main fabric. Pin your flap in place to secure it onto the main fabric. Then sew a 1/4 inch stitch along that line to attach the flap onto the main fabric. Place the top edge of the pocket on the flap stitch line like so, and sew a 1/4 inch stitch along the 3 edges of the pocket to attach the pocket onto the main fabric. You could use a tailor's chalk to make a 1/4 inch stitch line on the pocket like so, but for the purpose of this tutorial I'm using a pencil so you can see the markings. Once the pocket is attached, give it a good press to lay it nice and neat. Once your pocket is done, you can fix a button onto your pocket if you desire. Here is the final result of a self-lined patch pocket with a flap. It's a good size pocket that can fit your hand and also fit your phone, and it can be modified into a jacket or coat, on the side of a jacket, on the side of a coat, or even a breast pocket. Okay everyone, we've come to the end of this tutorial. If I have made the concept of creating and sewing a self-lined patch pocket with a flap a little bit easier to understand and helped further your fashion designing experience, please subscribe to my channel, give this video a thumbs up, share and leave your comment down below. Until my next video, bye!